Hello friends, this is Coach Scott coming to you once again from my home kitchen, and today we're going to be discussing the difference between 3 horsepower versus 2 horsepower. Now that conversation usually is about Blendtec versus VitaMix, but guess what? The VitaMix company actually created both 2 horsepower, 3 horsepower, and surprise 4 horsepower machines. And so today, thank you to some very good friends, Jean-Pierre and his fabulous French kitchen, Le Goule, we now do have 2 VitaMix machines in the home, and one is the VitaPrep 3, this beautiful black machine, and the 5200 in a stainless option. Into our containers to do this test. So to start us, about a cup of grapes. These are frozen grapes, by the way. Also some frozen raspberries, just about 1/8 a cup. Half a banana each. Half of orange previously peeled. Remember my advice on peeled fruits or vegetables. Use them as long as they don't change the flavor and they're washed and organic. A little bit of apple for us, and again, as I always like to do, I don't like to take it easy on my machines. A whole apple really is a good test of a good blending device, and the VitaMix is a good blending device, of course. And a little bit of pineapple. Once again, we are using those skins. Now that will do for the fruits and vegetables. How about a little bit of ice? Actually, so, as I have taught individuals in the past, I like to use ice as my liquid. Remember this when you are juicing with high-speed devices. These machines require a little bit of liquid added to them in order to make something nice and smooth. If you didn't put any liquid, it's going to be thick like applesauce. So the more liquid you place into your machine, the thinner it will be, and the less liquid, the thicker it will be, similar to a smoothie. So depending on what your mood you're in, you can have a good juice or a good smoothie coming from your VitaMix. So again, we're going to be testing, so I'll turn both of them on the same time. I'll obviously have to use the tamper one at a time, so bear with me as we do this. Okay, so as usual, I let my machine run for about 2.5 minutes. I was looking at my timer to the right. And what we're going to do now is we let these machines run at about the same amount of time, and we will see which, if either, are actually smoother. Now, I do know that 3 horsepower machines typically can make things smoother in a quicker amount of time, but I wanted to see if run the same amount of time, would there be any more warmth or less, or any more smooth or less smooth. So that's the test. And this is from the 2 horsepower machine. And this is the 3 horsepower machine. Well, they're very similar. I would say that 3 horsepower does seem to have a slightly different texture to it, but not a night and day difference. So if you're not a smoothie expert or a juice expert, you may not even tell that difference. But there is slightly difference according to my palate. So there is the test. The 3 horsepower did change the texture just ever so slightly, but are you willing to pay the price that a 3 horsepower cost? Typically the VitaMix 3 is about $100 to $200 more than your 5200. Either way, you've got great machines that will last you a lifetime. This is Coach Scott, and we'll see you the next time we do a great video. Have a great day, and stay fit, healthy, and happy. Bye.